guys, how's it going? Oh, I need to point that down a little bit. Hey Will, hey Soda. First time you have made it to my stream, I believe. Let's just pretend like this is starting fresh, guys. I apologise. Literally very last minute. Oh, actually, I think it's a bit bright in here. One moment. See if I can. Oh, there we go. Right. Yeah. Nearly saw my face there. I know. It's been a bit of a disaster. I literally got back at like 10 to 5 and then was like, oh god, I've got so much stuff to sort out because I'm out all day tomorrow. And yeah, just absolutely manic. And then I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing today. Hadn't managed to actually sort anything out. So I'm just going to do some last minute stuff. See what we can make of this. That's right, how's the Twitch been treating you? Yeah, it's been good actually. It's been nice. It's been really nice, especially that I basically get to hang out with you guys, like I would on a normal day anyway. So yeah, it's actually been really good. Oh, actually, since you guys are here, and I can show you. Not that I expect anyone else in my community to use these, but the emotes came through yesterday. So yay. Yeah, busy days suck. Yeah, they do. I'm gonna be out. I've got like a trial work day thing tomorrow. So I'm gonna be out from like 7:30 in the morning till like 5 in the afternoon. So I don't know how that's gonna go. But yeah, so I guess we'll see on that one. Sounds like a typical day for me, except for the fact that I'm never busy. I just don't do shit. Oh, I feel so jealous of you, Sarah. What? Well, oh my god, you crazy man! Thank you so much. You now get a little robin bobbin. Soda, what are you doing, Soda? Soda, tier 3. Are you crazy? Thank you. Oh my god. You get all of the emotes now. Soda don't do shit. Soda's crazy. Well, in that case, I'm really gonna have to do something really good today, aren't I? No pressure. Let's start with something simple. I do apologise that I've got only the lads here at the moment, and well, bits on top of a sub. You are so amazing and crazy. Happy first stream as an affiliate. Oh, thank you, and thank you for the host as well. This is gonna be an interesting year, I think. I think it's gonna be interesting for me. Right. Oh, I've just found a pair of earrings that I haven't actually put on. I haven't put on the Etsy shop yet. I took a photograph of them ages ago. I never actually put them on. This is your first stream as an affiliate. Yeah. So I got affiliate during the last stream, which was Monday, which was rather an impromptu one. But I haven't actually done one since. This is my first scheduled stream because Monday was just a random one. Monday was a bit of a disaster day, but it all turned out really well in the end. So these, actually, I'll turn it around so you guys can actually see them properly. These I've just found that were, oh no, put it back here. There's a bit of a shadow on them. I don't know if you can see. I've just found these in my drawer, and I haven't actually put them on the Etsy page yet. So I should probably do that later. These, I don't know if you can actually see the beads on them, but they are rose quartz. It's sort of a really like pinky colour, and then little butterfly charms on the end. Well, welcome to affiliateship, where anyone with a lower subcat than you is irrelevant. Well, if it wasn't for you guys, I would be irrelevant right now. ATC, I know, sub-hype. It's gone crazy. Completely startled me. I'll be honest, I was a bit out of breath anyway. I had to like run all the way up the stairs and then been like running around. As you can see, down here, over there, the edge of my curtain. Like the rest of my room is behind that. And yeah, it's an absolute mess. Hence the reason why that's there, so that you can't see any of that crap. Basically. A lot of pliers. Yeah, I swear this is not a trip to the dentist, guys. It does look a little like a torture station right now, but when I get started in a minute, it will probably make a lot more sense. Like I say, I literally set this up like right as I press the buttons, so I haven't really got anything out on the desk yet. And it's a bit manic. Oh, let's go with some moonstone beads. I've kind of run out of quite a lot of my supplies at the moment, so it's a bit sad. Yeah, so we have some. Mr. Camera doesn't like to focus, and it's a bit bright. Let's aim that over there. No, can't see that. It says moonstones, which are, except for that one, which I'm not sure what it is. They're like, it looks quite white. They're sort of opaque white. They're really pretty. Yeah, my room's a mess too. That's why I don't use my webcam. I'm too busy to pick shit up. Okay, my shit's all over the, all behind me on my cam. Yeah. Moonstones, we're getting on some Pokemon shit now. Yeah, we're going Pokemon style. Right, let's try and move that. No. This light has been working, and then suddenly it's just like, nope, the camera doesn't like it, the angle's all wrong, it's just bouncing light in the wrong places. I've now got it so it looks alright on the camera, but I can't see. So I'll give up. Right. So let's get started on something nice and simple. Possibly see from this. I don't know how well the camera focuses on it, but I have a lot of earring wires. So I will never be short of making earrings. Which is lucky. Because I think that's about all I've got the supplies for at the moment. So we shall start by preparing these and dropping them. Just opening those up. I would show it to the camera, but I don't know how well you can actually see it. But yeah, so how are you guys today? How are you doing? How have your days been? Anything to report? Hope that things haven't been too bad for you guys. I think I'll see how many pairs of earrings we can get today, rather than like trying to do anything. It's yeah, rather than try and do anything really complicated, I think we'll just try and make some earrings. I do apologise if you can hear all that jingling. That's me rummaging through supplies. I don't think he's going to make a very good earring. He's a bit big. Oh, it's cold. Very cold. Yeah, I would agree with that, Will. It actually snowed here, and it does not look very welcoming. Working from home today because icy roads. Oh, nice. Oh no. You've been kicked from the JWC team. What's that? That's odd. It's supposed to be -40 here. Oof. Oh no. Oh, that's not nice. Oh no. I did see I did see when I was checking the channel that you were playing Fortnite, and I was like, oh dear. Yeah, no judgment, no hate to anyone that does play it, but for me personally, I just don't understand the mass appeal that it has gotten. I didn't want that butterfly out. It was just a random butterfly sitting on the desk. So I'm not sure where that... I think I must have put that down and didn't actually find another one. I need to appeal to the youths of today. Well, that is true, Will. My only thought of that would be is that most people are probably playing it anyway, so you may find more luck by playing something else. But kids are fickle; they'll grow sick of it eventually, anyway. I'm not actually bothered, but you know what the other two are like. Yeah. Yeah, it's. I think we're very similar in that respect. TC is like, nah, it doesn't really bother us. Don't really care. It's only the boys that are like, well, you know, I don't like it. Hey, go home. How's it going? I did say I'm making earrings, and I'm not paying attention to anything that I'm doing. I have absolutely no thingy here whatsoever. Let's go with some moonstones for those. I think maybe. Oh, TC, you might like these because it's all very shiny. This is. Let's just hold that up as far as I can to the camera. Citrine, like chips. It's like sort of really natural, just chunked bits. They are orange, but you can't really see that in the camera. I don't know if I can alter the camera at all to make it look a bit brighter. Let's just have a look. I I would assume, because I have to keep deleting the camera's thing, that it puts everything back to default. So, and it appears to have. So, I think that looks a bit brighter. Right, we'll try that. Try that now. Some of these bits are actually quite pale. There you go. You can sort of just about see that there is a bit of a colour in them. Some of these bits are like really pale yellow, and then there's other bits that are like sort of a light orange, because they are natural, so they all depend on the colour. I'm the jam sandwich, or jam in the JWC sandwich. They would fall apart without TC. I would agree with that, Will. Not that bothered about it either, Calhoun. Yeah. Oh, you have actually tried playing Fortnite and just didn't enjoy it, TC. Oh dear. Yeah. Oh, the lemon curd. Yeah. Or more of a lemon curd colour. Some of these pins have had an unfortunate accident, and got a little bent by the looks of it. I think I dropped a few. These ones. How are you doing? How are you guys doing today? Oh, Calhoun, thank you so much. You guys spoil me, I swear. I'm not even in the camera. I literally only just set up as I was chatting, and you guys have been so nice to me. It stream-wise is going all great. Today, though, I feel like I'm just an absolute disaster. Ah, thank you. Affiliate party. It is a party. I almost feel like I should have music on, but I don't want to get this muted later. Actually, if I'm putting it on YouTube, they will have a fit, won't they? So probably best not. Sorry guys, I'm going out the camera again. Yeah, everyone that wasn't here when I asked the first time round, how are you all doing? Yeah, the whole muting thing is most inconvenient. I mean, I get why they do it, because, you know, copyright stuff and everything, but it's just like, could you not, please? could the world just not be more concerned about the money that they're making or losing, and just, you know, give people the opportunity to do this stuff without making their lives miserable for it. But hey, that's the world we live in. Oh, that's good. Hardly got muted. Or is that just because most of the people that run Twitch are so young they've never heard of Queen? So they don't actually know whether it's, you know, should be muted or not. Or massive Queen fans, and so they let it slide. Don't know how well you guys can actually see what I'm doing, I'll be honest. Yeah, getting muted isn't fun, especially when you're trying to do a funny thing for YouTube. Yeah, I mean, I guess at least it's slightly better on Twitch, because they'll just mute it. Whereas with YouTube, it'll just like strike you as a copyright, and if you get too many, then they'll just like ban you and stuff. So I guess Twitch have a better way of doing it, because they're like, well, it's the music content that's the issue. So if we just mute the sound, then that's fine. Whereas YouTube is just like, well, you know what, stuff you. It doesn't matter whether it's barely noticeable or what, or whether people have been doing far worse things on here. We're just gonna make you look bad. That's probably why it annoys me that you don't know what will or won't till after the event. Yeah. It does seem that Twitch is better, which is rare. Thank you, Soda. Oh no, the bit was started. But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, I don't want to slag either off too much. Sort of start off the affiliateship with badness, getting told off by YouTube or Twitch, but I do think it does make more sense the way that Twitch do it, which is just like, we have a problem with this bit and this bit only, so we're just gonna mute that, and then job done, rather than it's it's entirely your fault for even daring to have music on here, so we're gonna slap a lawsuit on you, when in actual fact we could just not allow you to have music. I mean, you get used to getting told off after a while. You getting told off, Soda? I couldn't imagine it. Total angel that you are. I think I might even have the camera pointed down a bit too low. I may have to. This could all go horribly wrong. It may fall off. There we go. I don't have to sit quite so close to it now. I also kind of do, actually. It doesn't seem to make a difference. I've never done anything wrong on Twitch. I've never broken a single term of service rule. No, I'm sure you haven't, to be fair. Actually, their terms of service are pretty, pretty casual. It's like, obviously, don't go around, wearing inappropriately tiny clothing. The feet one, I'm sure there is a rule you're not allowed to show your feet either, which I do find an odd one, but I do know that there are some places that find it an insult for some reason. But yeah, it is mostly, just don't do illegal shit. Which makes sense, obviously. Right. So slightly more sort of oop, I dropped one. This happens frequently with me and earrings. No, okay. It's not working. Slightly more witchy vibe there. Got the little moonstone gems, and then the little like triad thing. I think it's called triad. little symbol. I don't know if any of you guys have watched the show Charmed. That is the little symbol that they have on their spell book, which is why I bought these, because they're really cool. Always like a chest on stream. Actually, I kind of want to look now and see how many I've broken. It's... yeah, you may not actually want to know. Spells! Nerd! Haha! You have discovered my secret. Yes, I am a nerd. Yeah, I bought those, and then I don't think I've actually made anything like properly with them, which is sad, because Shuffle's magic deck. Yeah, I've got so many, and I'm sure TC will be able to relate to this quite a bit. So many craft things that I've bought that I've never used, and then other stuff that I've used so much that I've just like run out of it completely. And it was a case of that, like looking through my stash and actually seeing what I've got left. And it turns out not a great lot. I have used... That's just for demonstration, guys. That's how not to do it. That's gone a bit wrong there. So we will throw that one away. But yeah, I've used up most of my gems. So I have some little amethysts, and then the rose quartz that I made those earrings with that I was showing you at the start. I've used those the most. I really love working with gem beads because you can do so much with them. And you can make something that's seemingly so simple look really nice just by adding some gems to it, which helps a lot. You also may have noticed, and to be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if you hadn't. And to be fair, Soda, I don't know if you've actually watched my last streams to have noticed, but I redid my overlay last night. So I've got a nice new over there, nice neat looking chat box. The Etsy stuff and the Instagram thing are now down there. And still got my little wine glass that's over there, up the top. But yeah, everything is now attached to the overlay, like the little chat box and stuff, so it's a lot easier now. Oh, thank you, TC. Yeah, I had so many, because the original one I had like for the chat box alone, there was like a little coloured box there, and then a little coloured line, and then another coloured box, and then like the whole of the purple bit on the background was coloured in as well. So I had like 4 different bits running just for the background, and I was like, this is probably what's not helping the stream if I've got so many bits open. So I was just like, I'll just colour it in on desktop program or something, and then just upload it later. And it works quite nicely actually. Well, Yu-Gi-Oh's rad. I have seen a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh. It was quite a while ago. As a kid, I was not really that into animes and appeal. I actually had a day off, so now you're here. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, they are pretty much a work in constantly a work in progress. Kind of trying to keep it, like consistent with what I had before, so everyone's not going like, oh my god, what's happened this or today, sort of thing. But also just sort of adding little improvements as I think of things. Oh yeah, Will, I think that the quotes should now work for everyone. I went through it yesterday, and I think because I had set it, or at least I thought I had, but I think I must have clicked off it rather than clicking the confirm button, and so it just set it back to default without me realising. But everyone should be able to add their own quotes now, not just the mods. So there is a nice little bonus. Here we go. Legacy of the Duelist was the first game I streamed. It was to naught people. Oh, the good old days. Ah. Hi, you stream some really cool stuff, I'll be honest, Soda. And I'll be honest, I do find your Siege streams quite funny sometimes, when things don't go quite right. Mainly because hearing you rage about it makes me feel slightly better, because I am absolutely shocking at Rainbow Six Siege. So it's nice to hear other people not having a good time with the game in that sense. But also unfortunate, because I know how frustrating it is at the same time. Especially when the game is just being a dick. And things never go right for Siege and for anyone. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree with that. It's the only thing that makes it bearable. It's like, well, everyone else is having a terrible time too. I found this really great shaped bit. It's like actually square, and I can't find another bit that matches. So I don't think these make good earrings. Or I might just be a little OCD in the way that I do things. Trying to make it a bit too perfect. So we'll throw those back in there. So you're playing Rocket League some days ago. How was that? Yeah, I've been playing Rocket League a bit more with a few people, mainly from the JWC server. It's going alright. I can play it better than I can play Siege, but I'm still awful. As Jay has told me many a time, I suck. And I think that was the polite version of what he usually says. Which is fair enough, because that is something that I would agree with, because I am absolutely terrible. I tend to A lot of it I would blame is down to lag on my internet, but I do tend to like knock into other people's cars quite a bit. But I have been getting slightly better at it. Actually scored a few goals recently without any assistance. Rocket League is hard to get good at. Just don't look at my 500 hours though. Jeez. If that's 500 hours of pure goodness, you won't be offended if I don't play it with you, because I will just get absolutely decimated. I was actually playing in a game with the lovely Mr. Prixel Crashers. I'm sure you remember that name. And yeah, he basically just decimated everyone. We were all very happy when we were on his team. When we weren't on his team, it was slightly upsetting, and I did take to the dirty tactic of blowing him up a few times because he was too good. Terrible at Rocket League. Yeah, it's a very difficult game to master, Will. Oh dear. Calm down, Nightbot. Calm down. He is alive. Oh jeez, Nightbot, what did you do? You just deleted everything. God. That bot needs to chill. Sorry about that, Soda. Must lurk for a while, but I'll keep an eye on progress. Ah, thanks TC. Thank you so much for being here. That's not the first time. No. God. That bloody bot. I mean, come on, Nightbot. He's a sub now. You can't be that rude. I will be having stern words in a minute. But yeah, he did recently, actually, I guess it wasn't that recent, deleted the Discord, but I have been speaking to him. He is still alive. But, you know, maybe we could organise a game of Rocket League at some point together. I'm sure it'd be nice for us to all hang out again. It's a shame the bots haven't caught up with the delete single message thing yet. Yeah. Usually it'll like delete the last few messages, but I've just scrolled up the chat a bit to like try and bring back some of the newer messages. It's just deleted everything. It's just gone crazy. I didn't realise that Nightbot was so against symbols. Right, what am I doing with these ones? I'm just being a bit dense today. Like I say, I was not prepared at all. So if at any point this does get a bit boring, just watching me sort of from a distance, because the camera is not great and I cannot zoom it in. If it gets boring watching me make earrings from a distance, I may switch to the sewing, because I feel that's something that everyone can watch a bit easier. They do a timeout which will purge all messaged. It's a Twitch thing. Okay. It's handy for actual spammers, but not so much when it's one person and they've just done it accidentally. Hey Oggy, how's it going? Hope you're well. I appear to have opened that one and I don't remember doing it, so yeah, you're all good? I hope that you are. So, what's everyone been up to today? I cannot remember if I've asked that already. My brain is a bit frazzled today. Anyone that's talked to me throughout the day today possibly knows I've been sitting. I spent about 2.5 hours sitting with my coursework book, just staring at the same page for like 2.5 hours, and my brain was just not accepting any of the words to translate it into writing at all. So that was fun. I think my brain has just got to the capacity now that it's just like, nope, I don't accept any more information. I have hit my target of things to learn in a lifetime, and it is not going any further. We got any charms? Oh. Excuse me. We have so much crap, you guys. So much crap. There's some more that we've done. I'm going to put those to one side for a minute. I'll actually try and do some more of the... I won't do any more of the rose quartz ones because I don't have the right beads left. As I say, desperately running out of supplies. Oh, good, thanks. Just been watching Tom. Oh, that's nice. How's Tom doing with Resi Evil? I saw something on Twitter earlier about quite a few jump scares. From what I've heard, is par for the course with Resi Evil. Lisa, how's it going? Yeah, how's it going, Lisa? I hope you're feeling better, because I know you've been feeling rough for the last few days. I didn't jump once. Anyways, I have to run before Nightmare gets me again. Have fun with the jewellery making and don't poke your eyes out. Aw, thank you, Soda. Thank you so much for the sub and joining in today. I'm hoping to do some late night stuff now, maybe just like some casual Stardew streams or something, late night ones. So that's more American friendly. Well, I say late night for me, obviously. I think it's like evening for you guys. So hopefully I will see you again at some point. But yeah. Thanks, Soda. But yeah, thank you so much for coming and subscribing as well. You crazy person. And if I don't see you on my stream, then I will definitely see you on yours at some point. Oh, thank you, Sherry's Place, for the follow. I have not seen you in here before, but I hope that you are well, and if you're following, then I hope you stick around. Feeling a bit better today, been out for a walk this afternoon. I think that helped. Yeah. Oh dear. That one's... This is what happens when I don't concentrate, guys. It's gone really bad. I'm new to Twitch. Oh, well, in that case, welcome. There are quite a lot of friendly people on Twitch, but I would like to think that all the friendliest people are in this chat right now. Some of them pretend to be less friendly than others. Oh, thank you, VJB123. as well for the follow. But yeah, so how are you, Sherry's Place? If you're new to Twitch, I'm assuming, do you stream yet? Or are you new to Twitch just as a watcher? I hope you're well. And if you don't mind me asking, what brought you here? Were you just looking around Twitch for jewellery making, or just crafting, I suppose? Just as a watcher for now. That's fair enough. I think that's how most of us started, to be fair. Do you craft yourself? Is there anything that you make? Jewellery, anything like that? What am I making today? That is a good idea. That is a good question, and I'll be honest. I am mostly just sitting here playing with beads while talking to you guys, Lisa. It occurred to me as I got back earlier. I literally got back at like 10 to 5, and then just been screeching around the room like a crazy person trying to figure out what I was actually going to do today. And yeah, I was just like, you know what, I haven't done it yet, so I'm just gonna make some earrings and stuff, and just chill. But I may switch it up in a bit and do some sewing, because the problem is my camera isn't that good, so I don't know how well this sort of translates to you guys actually being able to see what I'm doing. But yeah, so I am making earrings at the moment, because that's mostly what I've got stuff for. I don't make jewellery at the time, but I do heat transfer vinyl apparel. That sounds interesting. So what do you use that for? Like, what can you use the vinyl transfer stuff for? It sounds familiar to me, but I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure what it is. Oh, I somehow knocked it right off of the thing. I'm doing these a bit backwards at the moment, because usually I would attach them to the ear wire first, but I'm attaching the charms to the bottom of them. There we go. For monograms, sayings and other designs on shirts, totes, caps, I have a heat press that I use to transfer the vinyl onto other apparel. Oh, that's really interesting. So you sort of make custom shirts and hats and stuff. Well, that's pretty awesome, actually. That's an interesting one. Yeah. Oh, that's nice. So I'm assuming, because I'm assuming that's quite a specific thing that you do that. Do you do that for work? Yes, it feels very sort of specific to do that as a hobby. But that is purely me making assumptions, of course. There we go. So that is another pair of earrings done. Oh, try and lay them out flat. So we've got moonstone gems and then little butterfly charms at the bottom, which are similar to another pair that I do have, which are rose quartz beads instead of moonstone, which I actually need to put up on that shop right there. I will remember which way this goes eventually. Yes, I have a business out of my home doing it. Oh, that's really nice. Love the opportunity to work from home. It would be so much easier. I can imagine that being somewhere like Twitch, that would probably actually be possibly a great opportunity, because I know there's probably quite a few people that would want custom made stuff, apparel and things like that. Merchandise, I think, is the technical word. But yeah, that's really awesome. Whereabouts are you, Sherry's place, if you don't mind me asking? Are you in the UK? Just move those. Oh, you're in Kentucky. Oh, nice. I was gonna say, I suppose that you could be in America, because it's actually not that early now over there, is it? I think it's like afternoon, isn't it? Speaking to quite a few American people lately. It's about 9 degrees here now. Oof. Yeah, it is definitely. We're definitely feeling the cold here now. It is not as warm as it could be. Right. So I think maybe try a couple more. Couple more earrings, and then I might switch over to the patchwork blanket again, because I'm running out of supplies, I'll be honest. You can't actually see those very well on the camera, so there. Little golden balls. Little golden beads. We'll try making something with citrine with these. Ooh, actually, these might, I think, with those, that they would make a nice bracelet. So I think we might try making a bracelet, actually. In which case, I shall leave that one that's on the floor. There you go, Will. Your first dirty quote of affiliateship. No. I really do need some better ones. What time am I streaming till? I'm gonna try streaming. Oh, see if it's 20. We started 20 minutes late, didn't we? I'll try streaming till 7 is my usual time. So I might either go till 7 or, so we get a couple of hours. I might try till 20 past, and then it's sort of we've had 2 hours. But if I run out of things to do by then, I may just go till 7. Thank you for the bit, Calhoun. Just trying to tidy up the leaderboard. Yes, so either 7 p.m. or 7:20, until we have to annoy Ed later by standing under his window. I will say, if someone could remind me later to do a raid, because the last couple of times I have forgotten, and I had a piece of paper that said, don't forget to raid on it, and then I threw away the piece of paper, and promptly have forgotten since to go do a raid. But depends on whether Ed is... If Ed is doing Lego again before he streams this afternoon, then we might be able to go raid him. Hey, Wolf, how's it going? Oh, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm so sorry, I saw you on last night and I didn't actually get to stop by. A Wade? Yes, let's do a Wade, Will. I'm sorry, my pronunciation of words is shocking at times. I don't know what's happening today. I've completely lost the ability to make things. Like, my wire has just gone completely kaput. Oh dear. Let's try that again. Bend it back. For anyone who is interested, this is memory wire, and basically they call it that because when you do something like this, it springs back, so you can like coil it and it jumps back again. Gonna head off. I'll talk to you later. See you later, Lisa. How dare you wait him? Oh, Monty Python. I really must watch that in its entirety. I know many of like the popular quotes, but I haven't actually watched it. Or if I have, it hasn't been since I was young. But yeah. The nice thing about this wire is that it's very resilient. So I can do that with it and it will spring back to how it was. The only downside is that because it's so resilient, it also makes it very hard to bend it. So I'm having to put a lot more pressure on it than I would with normal wire. And it's gone a bit crinkled at the end. I shall demonstrate to you with some regular wire when I can pick it up what the difference is. So this is also you can see the difference right there of just the thickness. Like this wire is like half the thickness of this one. This is silver plated stainless steel wire, and as you can see, if I bend it, it'll spring back a little, but it generally stays how you bend it, which is good until, you know, if you're wearing it or you want to wear it long term, then obviously it's very easy to bend it out of shape. What am I making? Hi, Davi1237. So I was making earrings, but I'm actually now going to make a little bracelet, just something quite simple. Hey Wolf, welcome back. But yeah, briefly, I'm just explaining the differences in wire for anyone that's a bit of a nerd and is interested. So stuff like this, if you're making it for, I don't know, kids or costume jewellery or something that you're going to throw away after a while, then it's fine. But if you want something that's long term, then memory wire is a lot better, because like I say, you can pull it around and, you know, all over the place, and it generally goes back to how it was. Which is good, because then it means that, you know, if you snag it on a door or something, you might break the catch on it, but generally it all stays where it is. Because there is nothing worse than having a beaded bracelet and then, you know, you pull it too far and it pings and all the beads go everywhere. Because I've done that, and I've also done that when I'm making them too. How am I today? I am good, thank you, Wolf. Sorry, I'm out of the camera again. Today's been a bit manic. Tomorrow is going to be even more manic, but today was just a bit hectic. I got in quite late as well, so which is why I'm doing this, because I haven't really prepped for anything else for crafting. So I do apologise for the slightly subpar quality of my streaming today, guys. But yeah, overall not doing too bad. How are you? How are you doing today, Wolf? And you as well, Davy? I apologise if I'm pronouncing it wrong. But how are you guys? I hope you are well. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, that one's a bit broken. Yeah, hope that your days haven't been too bad, or that they're at least looking up now. This one's going to be a simple citrine and gold bead bracelet, because that's about what I've got left of the jewellery supplies. Then I think when we've done this bracelet, I think I will go back to the blanket, carry on making that for a bit, because that's reasonably chill. I think with this, because I'm trying to concentrate doing the jewellery more, that I'm not looking at the chat as much. I don't want to know what you guys are saying, because that's why I'm here after all. Let's actually that one's a bit thin. Throw that one back in there. Use it for something else. Yeah, hope you guys are all doing well today. If you've got any plans for later on, feel free to share them. Also, if there are any, if any of you got any streaming plans for, if you plan on making anything or playing games, I would love to know what you guys are up to. Just because I'm a bit nosy. But generally because I like to know what you guys are playing. Oh, actually, get away with not using that one. Put this one on instead. Not sure if we're going to get another 3 on this one. Just could be a little tight. Ooh. There we go. And there we have it. Nice little citrine gem and gold bracelet. Let's try and sort of shield the camera a little so you guys can actually see it. There we go. That didn't take too long. Right. I think if we go till 7 and gauge by then, I think I might pack up this stuff and then do a bit of sewing until then, if that sounds good with you guys. I've noticed the chat has gone a bit quiet. I'm hoping that's because people are quiet. Ah, there we go. I was going to say that people are quiet and not that the chat is broken or something, because that would be unfortunate. Hey Brendan, how's it going? I am packing up the stuff, but I'm not actually ending the stream, so don't panic. I'm just going to pack these bits away and then start on another project that I've been doing recently. Get rid of those. Oh, actually, I have something glaring me in the face and I haven't actually shown you guys yet. Will, if you're still here, you might be interested in these because I was talking to you about them the other day, I think. I'm going to spend the day window shopping. That sounds like a nice day. Nice and chill. Oof. You guys do get to see the mess that is one of the bead drawers. I actually have three full drawers dedicated to all of my beading things, and yet just don't seem to have enough of the right supplies to actually make anything with. But yeah, I literally did actually just take the drawer straight out of the cupboard rather than having to bring everything over by hand. I will do the be right back screen quickly because it's a bit noisy, this bit, when I find the thing. So, one moment. Okay, back now. Everything is reasonably set up. Thank you for the follow there, Brendan. Really appreciate that. I'm hoping that was a follow. I think I did see that one. Yes, that is a good question, Will, actually. Did you buy anything? Right, working on this one first. I seem to have misplaced my usual scissors, so it is back to the tatty, very sad looking scissors today. I was hoping not to have to get these out on stream. They basically in the one and only heat wave that we had before last year, they're rubber. It's like rubber stuff on them, and basically they got too hot and they just melted. So they sort of ended up like this, and they're all right. They're really useful scissors, but unfortunately bits just like fall off. Like this pink stuff just falls off in chunks, and then it just gets everywhere. It sticks to the carpet and everything. It's hideous. Heading off home now. See you all later. Don't forget to rate. Thank you, Calhoun. See you later. Have a safe trip. Be careful on that ice. Because I heard it was pretty dangerous this morning. No, well, I didn't trust this window salesman. I could see him right through him. Nice. Yeah, one thing, well, technically two things, but I bought them at the same time. I got these. These do look slightly dodgy, me holding them up right now, so I'm just going to put that one down. I don't know how well you can see inside this. If you can see that. It is upside down. But these are my new candle moulds. I think I was telling you about these yesterday, Will? I think it was yesterday. That have arrived. They're quite small. But they are going to be, hopefully, at some point, if I can figure it out, we can test these. But they are silicone. So they're stretchy. Dodgy radar is what they are. They do look a bit dodged, don't they? To be fair, but they are completely safe. They're not as bad as they look. But yeah, so that would be nice. What candle moulds are you saving for in the top corner? Right, that is a good question. So I don't know how many of you may have gone to like medieval, like castle-y open days, stuff like that. They do these candles. They're like rolled candles, and it's got the honeycomb pattern like on it. It's basically a sheet of like foundation stuff that the bees make their hives from. Is essentially what it is. It's just like a thin sheet of this with the imprinted honeycomb on it, and then they're rolled up into candles. And I've been trying to find a way that I can make them, like not just make the candles myself, but make the actual mould or the actual honeycomb, because the actual foundation that you use to make them from is so expensive, and it feels completely pointless having the ability to, you know, having the beeswax, but not actually having the ability to make the candles into it, essentially. But I did find a mould that is made out of silicone, like these, that you basically use to make that. Because the only other option is you get an industrial machine, which is like $1,000, which is totally out of my price range for a business where I don't sell many candles at the moment. But the silicone version, which essentially does the same job, it's just a bit more fiddly, is £40, hence the target. It's £40, and it would allow me to make the foundation myself, which obviously comes out a lot cheaper, because then I'm not wasting my own beeswax by having to buy someone else's. And also because with some of them, although they say it's beeswax, it's not always the case. So I do kind of want that knowledge of knowing that it is like 100% beeswax, because I've made it myself. I will see actually if I can find a picture of the... you found them. I was hoping that I was actually describing those, like, so people actually know what they look like. But yeah, they do look really cool, and I've seen people making mini ones, or mini size ones that are like sort of that big, because as opposed to they're usually like that tall, like off the desk, sort of like that big. But I've seen small ones and they just look so cute. I'm not sure what's just happened here. I've grabbed the thread wrong. How do they get the wax out of the bee's ears with really teeny tiny cotton buds? Yeah, actually, it might be. I'll see if I can find a picture now and put it on the side somewhere, because I'm totes professional like that. Let me just go on here. Oh, that's why I'm probably dropping so many frames. I've got the stream running in the background, which is not good. These wax candles. There we go. Well, yeah, so that's essentially what they look like. Let's pop that there. Yeah, so that is, no, there. It's essentially just like a sheet of it, and then they're rolled up. I use beeswax a lot for finishing wood. I love it. It's very soft and offers protection. Yeah, that is the great thing with beeswax, is that it has so many uses. The only issue with it is that, considering how much honey a bee can produce, in comparison, the amount of wax that you can actually get from a hive is very minimal, which is why it is so expensive. Which is why I went looking for alternatives, and it turns out essentially to buy that candle mould to make it myself from the beeswax that we have here, I would literally only be able to buy like 40 sheets or something ridiculous. If I bought it from somewhere, I would only be able to buy enough to make 40 candles before I'm making a loss, essentially. Whereas if I buy the mould, I can use that for as long as I make candles, essentially. And I only need to buy that once, and I can guarantee that it's, you know, that it's all natural stuff made from it. Love the French polish finish on furniture. I'm not sure if I know that one. What's that one, Will? Right, I'm going to have to count these quickly because I have forgotten where we got to last time. Okay, we got 16 and we needed 22. I think it was 22. I'm hoping it's 22. Or I've miscalculated quite a bit. I always wanted to be a French polisher, but girls and alcohol distracted teenage friend. Oh dear. It happens. Sad times, guys. This is the last green polka dot. No. I may have to go on Amazon and emergency buy some more. Because that is not good. Not good at all. Couldn't you make a mould, thick twine for pattern and stick inside silicone mould? I could. The thing is that I would then have to find something safe to create the mould in. So obviously the silicone doesn't leak out, and the stuff to make a mould from silicone is about 25 quid anyway, like the cheapest that I could find. That would be enough to fill the mould. It would be about 25 quid anyway. So it actually doesn't turn out much cheaper. And I think that was essentially for like one bottle. I'm not entirely sure how much that would make. And because the moulds themselves, it's probably like from the edge of my desk, which is over here, to about where my hand is here. So it's just out of the camera shot. But the moulds themselves are quite big. So it would probably take at least a bottle and a half to make the mould, which wouldn't actually turn out much cheaper, unfortunately. Yeah, exactly. It's one of those things. It's like there's got to be an easier way to do it, and obviously, you know, having said that, I suppose perhaps in the old days they just made the bees do it naturally. I think that's mostly the issue nowadays, is that because everyone wants everything done quickly, so pre-made, like the frames that they put the honey in, like pre-made frames are a lot easier because like the colony doesn't have to set up the frames themselves and like make the honeycomb from scratch. So obviously it speeds up production because they're like, right, well, our home's all set now, we just need to go get the food, sort of a thing. But yeah, definitely, if it worked out better too, I would make the mould, because obviously that is quite a big target that I'm not expecting anyone to, you know, fill in any way. At the same time though, with the amount of time and stuff it would take to make it, probably doesn't actually work out any cheaper. Cool. Just remembered to update the dashboard there. Most of the beeswax we use is only about 50% beeswax and 30% paraffin. Yeah, that too. The interesting thing that I did find on it, God, I don't know why this keeps clumping up today, is that there isn't actually a legal requirement to specify how much beeswax there is in a candle that's claiming to be beeswax. Some have been found to have as little as 5% beeswax in them, and they still claim them as proper beeswax candles. So that is my minor concern, and I would like to hope that, you know, if they're selling it as like bee foundation, obviously for the case that if the bees are using them, you would want them to be natural. But especially with candles, I would rather have that knowledge of being able to say that these are, you know, 100% beeswax, because I've made it myself. I guess I used wooden ones and clamped together the pattern inside. Yeah, they could have also done that as well. Probably many other ways that back in the olden days was a lot easier to do. Nowadays we tend to make everything complicated. It fascinates me that, you know, stuff like the pyramids exist when you think of how little technology or the capabilities that and advances that we have now, and yet those things to us are still like something to marvel at. It's like, how do they make those? It's like these should not exist, and yet they do. Yeah, exactly. Everyone was craftsmen. Yeah, crafting was. It wasn't the novelty, I guess, that it is now. You know, everyone knew how to sew. They knew how to, you know, cook. They knew how to repair things. Whereas nowadays it's like you're lucky if someone knows how to put a pizza in an oven and put it on the right temperature. The things that you know, were taken for granted, I guess, back then as being common knowledge, are things nowadays that a lot of people are lacking in. Have you looked at What's that? Rubber wax. That's really. I'm a little bit blind. I can't really read that very well. Also known as Brazilian wax. I haven't actually. Maybe I should. I will try and make a note of checking that out. Checking that out later. When I finish for the day. Because I have heard of it, but I've never actually looked into it for like making things with. It's tough wax used in the furniture industry. I was thinking that. I was thinking I've heard of it, but I don't know what it would be that I've heard of it in. But yeah, furniture polishes and things like that, I would imagine, is where I have. That'd be something interesting to look into. I do find that paraffin wax is very easy to use for making candles. That is about the only bonus of it, is that it's relatively problem free, whereas beeswax, at least at the moment, because it's natural and I want to keep it natural, it does unfortunately have a tendency to go, I wouldn't necessarily say wrong, but like the worst thing I have at the moment is cracking issues, which everyone says is because it's not cooled enough before it's been poured into the moulds. So I've also got a thermometer on its way, just so I can make sure that it's at the right temperature. Unfortunately, it's coming from China, and it was not as quick as these, because these had the same date, the same delivery date, which was 14th of February. And yeah, so the candle moulds turned up like 2 weeks early. Over 2 weeks early, actually. I get it, it's temperamental, yeah. It's a shame because it's really lovely to work with. Nearly threw the scissors off the side there. Yeah, it's really lovely to work with, and the smell of beeswax is so nice because it just smells like honey. It's just a bit of a nightmare. Like everything has to be poured to a specific temperature for a specific amount of time, and if you don't, then it all cracks because it's expanded and whatever, and then you have to either melt the whole darn thing down again or keep pouring more over the top of it, and until it just doesn't doesn't break anymore. I keep thinking you're burning your hand on the picture of the candles. Yeah, like, ow! It does actually go a little lighter over here from the camera, so it does actually look like the candles are just lighting up the corner of the thing. I quite like having those candles there, they're really nice. Thank you for the host, Justin, and thank you for the host, TC. No, I know exactly the song you mean, TC, and I won't do it because, copyright. Look out for the candles, yes. No, TC, I would not go well on the sewing bee. It's all gone wrong. It's not pulling through anymore. I know the tune, but no more of the words. That's fine. Right, we're gonna cheat. Nobody saw this. Problem solved. Just throw that piece away. I'm not sure what happened to it, but it just sort of got stuck through the fabric and wouldn't go any further. So that's my solution. Tie it off and cut it off. Problem solved. Hashtag Robin does cheat. It is confirmed now. It is on the internet for everyone to see. Oh, I tell you, sitting here, someone clicked that cheat. I tell you, sitting here doing this, it's really making me think, TC, that one of these years we should both agree to do it and sign up for the sewing bee. If they're still running it, and it doesn't go to, doesn't do what Great British Bake Off does, I think we should both sign up. This year's crochet, I think next year should be sewing. What do you reckon to that? Oh dear Lord. Not a fan. Don't like that idea. But I have no sewing skills. All I'll say is watch the sewing bee. You will think a lot higher of your sewing skills after you've seen some of those shockers. Some of them are terrible. So sewing is actually quite easy. I think if you can, you cross stitch, which is very similar. I'm not thrilled with the idea of being on TV. Yeah, actually that is fair enough. I think that's, if I did anything, I think that's probably more likely to put me off doing it. Those people who at least know how to assemble things and use a machine. Use fabric glue instead. Will's got the good idea. Yeah, you can cross stitch, which is, pretty similar. All you need to do is just put that on 2 pieces of fabric, and you've sewn them together. Just don't sew them to your hand or to your leg, which a lot of people do. I find it absolutely hilarious at the thought that people have managed to sew things to themselves, but I don't understand how they do it, because I don't think I've ever actually done that. Just staple gun the fabric bits together. Your sister-in-law's good at making clothes. Well, you see, it's kind of almost runs in the family there. Yeah, I do. I think if you could master crochet this year, I think you would have no problems with sewing, because it is so much more straightforward than crochet and knitting and the like. Got to attempt sewing for a Freddie Mercury costume. Ooh, that sounds interesting. I would love to see that when you finish, Will. It would surely be hard to sew it to yourself. You'd feel it. Yeah, I would think that too. Admittedly, I have stabbed myself in the finger before, or I think I actually did. I sort of went through my finger like that, through the first layer, and didn't feel it because I was so used to stabbing myself with needles at that point. From the sewing, I would like to add there. I used to jab myself with the needles quite a bit, so I didn't actually feel it, but yeah, to physically sew it to yourself, it's surely got to be pretty hard. It sounds like a disaster. Yeah. My restoration instructor stuck an upholstery needle through his hand. Those things are massive. Ouch! That sounds painful. Was that like proper through it or just into? Because that does not sound fun. Ow. She says, stabbing herself with a needle at that moment in time. Oh, I don't know why I keep yawning today. I don't even feel tired. I just keep yawning. Nope. All the way through the centre of his palm. Oh! A woodwork teacher had 3.5 fingers and a stub of a thumb. Jeez, what did the guy do to himself? Ow! I think if you're cutting your fingers more than you're cutting the wood, you're doing something wrong. Maybe find a safer profession. Oof, disc cutter. Yeah. I know. My dad. The last time I was doing woodwork, my dad was like, "Oh, if you want, you can use my You can use my disc cutting thing. You know, it's just like rotary saw thing. It's like, oh, it's really easy. It's really safe." And I'm like, no, I am not going anywhere near that. I don't care if using a manual saw takes me longer. I do not want to lose my fingers. I do not trust those machines. Even sewing machines, and that is mostly why I'm doing all this by hand. Even sewing machines give me the heebie-jeebies. Like having my hands that close to them. I don't like it. Cut index fingers in a disc sander. Yeah, I have done that. I do use his disc sander for before I started the course, the instructor cut off both thumbs and had to retire. Oh my god! How do you cut off both your thumbs? That is... oh dear. I'm a bit scared that sewing machines will run away with the fabric and drag my fingers towards it. Yes! Yes, that is exactly how I feel. No, I don't like them. I don't trust them at all. I've used them on occasion, and that hasn't happened, but, you know, it could. I don't like the thought. Yeah, that is very unlucky today, to lose both your thumbs. I don't even know what you could do to only lose your thumbs. A spindle motor will lose unwanted thumbs. Yeesh. Sometimes. I mean, has anyone witnessed us in a room together that's here right now? I don't think they have. But yeah. In regards to the previous comment about disc sanders, I do use my dad's disc sander for sanding down stuff recently, and I have caught my fingers, and it does hurt, and I have lost a few fingernails, but that's not going to take my hands off. But no, the thought of using something that could potentially cut me with it, yeah, I'd rather do stuff by hand. Traditional hand machines are great. The ones with the wheels on the side. Yeah, they are cool. You feed it through manually and then turn it slowly as you like. Oh, hey McLeod, how's it going? I have found those. Yeah, I have seen those rather. They do sound more like our sort of thing, TC. Like the really old ones. They do look pretty cool. Yeah, so it's got like a little crank on the side and then you just go like that with it. As opposed to having a foot pedal that you have to go like that with. Because I've got not so sensitive feet, so I just go like floor it like you would with a car, and then it just goes straight through. How's everyone on this cold tonight? Cold. Very cold. Cold but otherwise good. Sister-in-law I mentioned has an old Singer one, I think. Not sure if that's what she uses or just for decor. I mean, she might well use it. Because the thing with sewing machines is they do last for a very long time if you've got a good one. Singer is a very common name in the sewing world, so I think it's probably likely that she does use it if she uses a sewing machine. But they are good. I do find that sewing machines have their place. Obviously, they give a lot more of a sort of neat finish, which is great if you're using or like making something professional. But no, for me, I was taught hand sewing from a very young age, and I will stick with it. I think mine's a 30s machine. Ooh. Nice and vintage there, Will. Yeah. For example, I don't know how well you can see that on the camera. Hover over the camera. You can't really see it because it's quite pale, but yeah. This would look a lot neater if I was doing it on the machine. Right, so that's 17. Oh dear. I just realised that it is 20 past 7, which is when I originally said I was going to end. But stuff it, I think. I might go until I finish this one, which will probably be about 10-15 minutes maximum. Because it's been really fun hanging out with you guys. I am very vintage. I have 1940s kids sewing machine still in the box, which is mega cute. Ah, that sounds adorable. That sounds so cute. Back in the days where kids' toys were noisy but productive rather than just noisy and annoying. I think it's important to keep these crafts alive. Yeah, it is. I think it really is important to keep some of these things alive. Yeah, especially with things like sewing, because it's not just something that's there for show. everyone's got something that's, whether it's an old cushion cover or t-shirt or pair of jeans or something. Everyone's got something that's, ripped in their lives. And I think if people actually knew how to repair their clothing rather than just throwing it away, then there wouldn't be quite so much waste. And the same goes for a lot of what we consider crafts to now that, people just used in every day. Wish I'd got my place at Birmingham Jewellery Quarter, but that's life. Oh, yeah. That is sad. I think I remember you telling me that story, Will. Was it that because you were into jewellery, weren't you? Making jewellery and stuff, and then did you say that you were on your way there and someone had nicked the stuff off of you, or it was like the day before and they took everything, which is really really unfortunate. Very sad. The amount of times I've sewed up holes in hubby's coats, jeans, etc. Yeah, exactly. Well, so you do have some experience with sewing then, TC. If you can make repairs. Yeah, I was robbed a few days before. Utter bastards, Will. Utter bastards. My friend Will was a goldsmith, super talented. Oh, that's interesting. We learned so much today. People throw too many things away these days. Yes, McLeod. But they are ugly as fuck repairs. Well, on the other hand, that also teaches him to be more careful of his clothing, It's like, if you want bright pink thread that's all higgledy-piggledy, then keep going the way you're going, mister. But if you want it to look nice, you'll have to treat it nice. I got what you meant, TC, don't worry. Yeah. I read yours before I read Will's. I still repair a few bits, but nothing like I used to. Yeah, it's understandable after having something like that it sort of not necessarily put you off, but it would certainly put a dampener on it, I guess. I know what you meant, Shakes Fist. God. Boots you off the team, now slagging off your repairs. I thought you guys were nice. For shame. I'm working with epoxy in the next couple of weeks. My classmates have used it to make jewellery. I can't remember what that is. Is that like is that a resin or is that like a clay? I have heard it used with one of those, I'm sure, but I can't remember which one it is. Ibsy would say something insulting at this point, but I can't be nasty to Will even for the lulz. Aww. TC is too sweet. It is a resin. I was like, I can't remember which one that is. Oh, poor Will. Just remember, Will, that you have a little sub badge, and TC does not. So, But yeah, resin, that is something that I do want to get into because it does look quite cool. Making part of a chair out of it. Ooh. Tell us more, Brendan. Tell us more. Because that sounds intriguing. I want to know how you make a chair out of resin. I think it'd be really interesting if you had like a fully resin seat. Uncomfortable as anything, but it'd be really hilarious if you could just like see through it. You want to get in resin, well that will get you hard. Yes, it would. I remember another thing I want to try, polymer clay. Oh, I have that is another thing that I have done. And so far I have made loads of beads, and I have not once put them in the oven to harden them. So they are all just essentially sitting around collecting dust, which is slightly upsetting. But polymer clay modelling is so much fun, TC. So much fun. You do. I will say that if you want to get into it, I would recommend going for branded versions. Branded versions of clay, and I won't mention them here, but you will find them as soon as you Google it. Because I have tried cheaper versions, and it is essentially like trying to mould putty. It doesn't work, and it leaves your hands stained. So there's a little tip for you. But I bought one. I bought some modelling clay, and it says it's translucent or transparent or something. So I really do want to make that. Yeah, you really do get what you pay for. But like some of them have glitters in, and stuff. But this one, it's like translucent effect apparently, and I really want to see what it looks like when it's done because it sounds like it would be awesome. I think it was a blue one. I made him a Cookie Monster, so I'd be interested to see what Cookie Monster looks like when he's translucent. It'd be really funny. So walnut chair with resin molded to the back and see. I'll show you a picture of the model when I have it made. Oh, that would be awesome, Brendan. That sounds really amazing, and I really look forward to seeing that when it's done. Because that sounds cool. But yeah, I definitely recommend polymer clay modelling TTC. Also, I think there probably is quite a few amazing tutorials on YouTube and places like that show you how to get some really cool effects, especially with beads. I've done some really weird looking ones before. It definitely does. And it's also a good skill because if you happen to be into baking or like, you know, fondant stuff or like modelling things for cakes and stuff, it is essentially the same thing. Obviously, like the difference of melting points at which point it sort of becomes soft enough to work with and stuff would be different for fondants as I suppose it would for clay. But for like, you know, if you learn how to make a flower out of clay or a flower out of fondant, then you know you can use it for either one really, because it is essentially doing the same things. So There's another tip for you. If you ever want to get into fancy cake bakery, try polymer clay first. Okay, we're just about halfway done with this square. My phone is bleeping, so I think that means that someone else has gone live. Sounds like quite a lot of people from the amount of bleeps that it's done during the stream. So we'll hopefully remember to do a raid in a moment. And then it is Wednesday. Did I happen to see that you, Jay and Ibsy, are doing a For the King stream tonight, TC? Yes. I've missed it. But you've missed the stream? Oh no, you mean that you've missed playing it. Right. I'm a bit dense today. Yeah, that'll be really fun. Is that around 9 o'clock this evening? I have a feeling. Is that your usual time? Misplaying it, yeah. It took me a second to twig that one. 11 p.m. Okay. I will try to be there. Ibsy time. Oh, of course. For some reason I thought it was earlier. Now I'm thinking of J streams. 9 is J-dub time, yeah. The thing is, I've got to be up quite early tomorrow. About 7:30. I'm not looking forward to that. And then I'm out till like 5 p.m. I'm also not looking forward to, I'll be honest, because I'm not a morning person at all, as many of you know. There's been quite a few evenings actually that I haven't actually gone to bed till that time, so if you don't see me around at all tomorrow, don't panic. I may be a little bit dead. But yeah, so anyone who is free at 11 p.m. tonight, make sure you go check out that stream, because it will be awesome. Oh no, done again. Am I allowed in JWC streams now? I wouldn't allow them to banish your will, don't worry. Tell them off if they're mean to you. Yeah. It's like, you be nice to Will. He is a member of this team and a member of our family, and you will not be mean to him. Okay, just gonna cheat again because it's all going wrong in the last 5 seconds here. Not quite sure what it did. It didn't like me trying to sew that last bit. Yeah, so I guess it is the old spiel ending time. So gonna wrap up here. Just gonna finish this last little bit. I should hopefully be back on Friday. Friday at 5 p.m. As of yet, I don't have any plans for Friday to be anywhere else. What do I do for a living at the moment, Brendan? At the moment, unfortunately, it's currently nothing, which is slightly stressful. I did have to leave where I was working last year, and I haven't currently found anything else yet. But I have a trial day at this new place tomorrow. So I'm hoping that will go better than the interview did, because I was a bit stressed and nervous about the interview. But they offered me a trial day anyway, so I'm hoping that that's a good thing. But yeah, obviously that means I'll be out all day. But yeah, so hopefully I should be back on Friday at 5, the usual time. Hopefully I shouldn't have any reasons to be late or anything. Excuse me, yawn. I think I definitely need something to wake me up. Yeah, so hopefully back Friday at 5, and then Saturday either 12 till 2 or 5 till 7, depending on what's going on during the day. So hopefully one of those. I will tweet before. I'll try and tweet in the morning if I'm doing the earlier one. So if you don't hear anything by 12, then it will probably likely be 5 till 7. Yes, don't forget to raid. That is a good point. I've had my fair share of doing nothing. It's tough. I hope you get it when you're awesome. Oh, thank you, Brendan. I really appreciate that. I hope I do too. I'll be honest, it's not something that I would normally pick, but at the same time, it is it's nice, and everyone there was so lovely. I got to meet most of the people that I would be working with, and they were all so lovely and friendly. So I've got my fingers crossed. It does mean horrendously early mornings for me, and as I say, I'm not a morning person. Yeah, out is always better than out, exactly. But it's also an apprenticeship, which means that I should, get some certificate out of it at least. Even if it goes wrong, after the first year, at least if I've got that, then I can take it somewhere else. But like I say, they all seem so nice that hopefully I'll be able to, enjoy the people that I'm working with, even if I don't enjoy the work itself. But yeah, so I'm gonna finish up here. Be back on Friday. Now we have a little thingy here. Do we want to go raid Ed on account of the fact that it's Ed and he's lovely, or would you guys like to go meet a wonderful streamer friend of mine called Ugchugs? His name is Chad, and he does pottery, and quite on the, I think it was that big raid TC, if you remember, that we had. that was some of his followers as well. So that's where they all came from. But yeah, so if you guys would like to raid Ed, then let me know, or we can go raid Pottery, you say? I do say Pottery. Do you want to go raid Mr. Ugchugs himself? He also has an Etsy shop. It will probably be promoted in his channel at some point. Okay, so we're raiding in 5. So I can press a button now. Yeah, so we're gonna go over to Mr. Ugchugs. Please feel free to say hi. It is going to be a rebel raid. Great British Pottery Throwdown. But yeah, so we will go over the net there now. Thank you guys so much for coming. Thank you for the bits and the subs. You guys are so wonderful and supportive, and I wouldn't have got this far without any of you. So I'm so thankful. But yeah, so okay, I'm going to stop waffling now. And now we're going to go raid, so I shall sign off. I shall see you guys later. So thank you so much. Bye.